Hi. It's been a while, at least since the last video like this. I've only been making gameplay videos, and I feel like that kind of alienated some people. Most people came here for the competitive and speculative discussion of Pokemon, and Sun and Moon as well. But I felt like doing these videos was like grinding my head against a cheese grater. But that feeling was only prominent because I was doing 6 other videos per week, plus I was working at my job, so I felt like I never really had a chance to breathe. But I have a better plan this time. I still will have other videos going, but it won't be as stressful, at least the system I will be running with them. It's been a long time since the last video, but I did say I'd go over every type to see what Sun and Moon improved, or made worse about each type, so while also going over what I said in the previous videos to see if any of those ideas made sense or went through, and to compare them with what Sun and Moon came through with. With that, let's plainly go where no person has gone before as we look at the normal type yet again. The first type we looked at from over a year ago. So first up, we'll look to see what Sun and Moon added. Then we'll check out our points from the previous video. So in this instance, we'll show off the new Pokemon first, as well as the moves. So let's begin. The new Pokemon begin with the Jukanon line, which I kinda was hoping for a Slick Woodpecker, but oh well. The Gumshoes line is next, which needs to find a better hairstylist. Komala, which contrary to popular belief, doesn't even evolve. The Beware line is next, and they also own a free hug stand, so go ahead and check that out. Oranguru, who GameFreak added for the sole purpose of VGC, and Drampa, a wise old grandpa who goes berserk at the thought of perishing. So, how dare you hurt an old man? The last normal type is Silvally. Well, not the last one, there's still a few more, but... And while I could repeat this Pokemon in every video, because of its multi-type and RKS system ability, it's normally just a normal type without any items, changing it up. So, this will be the only time I mention this Pokemon. Also joining the fray is the Alolan variant of the Raticate line, who needs to go and die. Wait a minute, I left the letter T out in here in the script. Yep, that's my bad. I meant to say it needs to go on a diet, so I apologize that my typing sucks. Moving on to the new moves we only got 5 new moves. Kinda underwhelming with the knowledge that the normal type is one that GameFreak has such a fun time making so many of them. A lot of these moves are even signature moves. The moves we got are Laser Focus, which guarantees a critical hit on the next move, Revelation Dance, which is Oricorio's signature move that changes the type depending on which Oricorio form it currently is, Multi-Attack, which is a nerfed Judgment, as well as the signature move of Silvally. We also get a Spotlight, a VGC move that forces all Pokemon to hit a specific Pokemon, of their choosing, of course, even your own Pokemon. The last move is Tearful Look, which pretty much is just a rebranded version of Noble Roar as it lowers both attack stats. Similarly, in Generation 6, updates to old Pokemon were added, and it happened again this generation. Generation 7 did change a few Pokemon again. Let's go over them now. So first up we have Farfetch'd, and it got a big 25-point boost in its attack from 65 to 90. So that's a pretty good change. Dodrio got a base speed boost from 100 to 110, and can now learn Jump Kick and Swords Dance, which a lot of people got excited for. Noctowl's special attack was boosted from 76 to 86, and now can learn Moonblast. Swellow's special attack was blasted from 50 to 75, and can now learn Hurricane. Delcatty's speed was raised by 20 points from 70 to 90. Ferret can now learn Coil. Dunsparce can now learn Air Slash and Dragon Rush. Please evolve sometime soon, Dunsparce. Please. The Barrel can now learn Swords Dance and Aqua Jet. You could say that's a simple combo. Ambipom now learns Dual Chop. Don't know why it couldn't before. Watchog can now learn Nasty Plot. And that's all the changes to the existing normal type Pokemon. What do you think? And now let's take a look back at the original ways to improve the normal type video. Each section here will have 2 or 3 parts from the original video, which is linked down below if you missed it. Now then, my first point was that there weren't many special normal moves. Sun and Moon did nothing to add to that, as the only new special move is Revelation Dance, only learned by Oricorio. In other words, it doesn't help my case. Now theoretically, the Z move, the normal type Z move, Breakneck Blitz can be special, but that's a Z move, it's not a standard move, so I'm not really going to count it. Now my second point was that I was hoping we didn't get more birds to increase bird spam even more. We did get to Cannon, which is underwhelming in the bird spam department because it's so slow. So I'll chalk that up to a win. So I asked for another normal move over 100 base damage, and unfortunately we didn't even get one. We got 2 with base 90 attack power, but that's multi-attack and Revelation Dance, both of which are signature moves. No, Z moves do not count, as you can only use them once. I also asked for Morning Sun's type to be changed, but this was like throwing a dart while blindfolded, meaning I probably end up missing and stab somebody with the dart by accident. I mean, how am I supposed to see the dartboard if they spin me around and then put a blindfold over me? Why they do that in that order, I don't know. And I chuck it randomly. It's like, I don't know where that's gonna go. Regardless, I'm figuratively speaking, of course. And gladly, we didn't get any more normal type walls that make you rather be in a coma than having to deal with said Pokemon in battle. Beware could be one, technically, but the fighting type makes it a lot easier to deal with, along with its ability of Fur Coat, which makes it weak to fire types. They also stepped it up in the design department. No longer do they have draw-looking colors. Some of them still do, but that's just the first route rodent. Yongoose! Well, excuse me, I have a cough. So, we should expect these things miles out. The last thing I mentioned before speculating new moves and Pokemon were more 8 abilities, like Aerialate and Pixelate and Refrigerate, which still isn't given out enough. I'm very sad to report these abilities got nerfed. But there is a silver lining. We did get the ability Galvanize. But wait, what? And with Eyes? I-Z-E? Well, how is that my fault? I guess Game Freak wanted to diversify the suffixes. You know? Last but not least, we can look at the type chart to see what we can check off. Before, the normal type had not been paired with the ice type, the poison type, the bug type, the rock type, the ghost type, the dragon type, the dark type, the fighting type, and the steel type. Well, we can check off 3 of them now. Drampa takes home the normal dragon typing, Alolan Raticate ends up with dark normal, and Beware picks up the normal fighting type. And yes, before you mentioned Meloetta and or Mega Lopunny, I was referring to non-legends or megas, just normal plain Pokemon. Wait, that's the normal type in a nutshell. Plainly put, that's all the changes and updates to the normal type. What changes do you like? What do you dislike? What would you have changed? Am I too normal for you? Let me know in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed, don't forget to show your support by dropping a like from the top and subscribing if you want to see more. Let me know what type you want to see next, as I'm once again going through each type yet again. How many times can I say again in this paragraph? Well, except for the next typing, which is already planned out. I just wanted to start from the normal type, as it was our first type last time. With that, though, I want to thank you for watching, and I'll catch you back at the top later on, because that's how we do art.